Hey Orchard Hill, thanks for clicking on this link. I'm here with our senior pastor, Dr. Kurt Bjorklund, and he is super excited that we just finished a series called Asking for a Friend, where he and other ministry team leaders walked through Peter's 7 questions to Jesus in the Gospel of Matthew. So Kurt, if you look, you've been teaching a while, so if you've probably taught on these scriptures before.
I'm not new.
And so was there any particular weekend that kind of resonated or maybe God opened your eyes to the scripture in a new way?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know if I'd say in a new way, but I was struck by 2 things. One is, you put something together. I don't know if you know this. I know this. I put something together and you hope that it resonates. And what struck me was how many people came up to me and just said something about how each of the questions really were questions that they had asked and how they love seeing it in Scripture. And then secondly, I would say the weekend of forgiveness, it wasn't new in that it's material that probably most of us know in some ways, but just how relevant that is for everybody all the time, just to have relationships be restored and worked through where there's been some hurt.
Well, what was super cool was that weekend on forgiveness. It's interesting seeing people when they leave the message and how many people just made comments to me as they were leaving, just having how that message resonated with them. And instead of it being, well, so-and-so needs to hear that, it was how is it resonating within their own soul. So we've said goodbye to Asking for a Friend, and in July, we are going to be kicking off a new series called Identity Theft. So without letting too much of the cat out of the bag, what do we have in store for us?
I'm really excited about this. I have wanted to teach on that issue, and we're going to look at Matthew 4 and Jesus' interaction with Satan in Matthew 4, where Satan tempts Jesus. And what we really will see is that Satan goes after Jesus' identity. And it's some of the same temptations that we all face around our identity and what defines us, because we're tempted to be defined by what we do, by what we have, by what other people think. And we'll look at each of those. And I think in that really see ways that we can have a more secure identity ultimately.
Well, and it's always interesting too. In the morning and in the beginning of the week, in my identity, it's solid. I'm a beloved child of God. And then it's interesting as your day and your week goes on, things can that can change quickly.
Yeah, the world swirls, and all of a sudden you say, I need this to happen, or I don't feel right.
Well, that is going to be a super interesting series. I hope you can be part of it. And you know what? If for some reason you can't make it to church on the weekend, you can check out any of our messages online and check out Orchard Hill Plus for other digital online content. Hope to see you soon.